Average at Cornhole back here again. Today we have two bags from Underworld Cornhole. The Truth series, the white bags are the roll fill, and the orange bags are what he calls the heavy fill. If you don't know Underworld Cornhole, it's a family run business. The guy claims that he sews every bag, his family helps out with it, and they want to get quality out to you at a great price.
Yeah, excited to try these bags or talk about these bags. We've already tried them. Always interested in helping out the small guys, small companies. So very excited when we pick these up. I'll start off with kind of my designs and scoring on them, or the scoring of the design. I like them. They look pretty good. Nothing jumps out to me dramatically just because it's, just the company's logo, no cool graphic or anything like that. But with that said, their logo's pretty sweet. They do a good job of mixing in the colors and the patterns on both of these bags. They're going to land right around a 2.5 for me. Higher on the company logo scale than a lot of them. But again, just nothing crazy.
I actually graded them a little different. I gave the orange truce the 2-bagger, and I gave the white ones a 1.5-bagger. The white ones are kind of like, at least the orange has a lot of vibrant colors mixed in there with it. Good bag. The orange ones are bright. You can definitely see them. Easy to find. Dig them out of the hole after you put them in there. So Underworld Cornhole, they have a website. I'll include the link down there in the description for everybody. But availability of these bags, they're pretty available. Every time I've been to the website, I've seen them there. He does have a couple other series also.
All right, so our scoring on the cost of these bags, it's a 4. These run right around $55 a bag. The quality that we see here, and we're going to talk about that in a little bit, for $55, you can't beat it. It's one of the best in the business.
I got to give them a 4-bagger also. There is $10 shipping, but if you buy 2 bags at once, it's still only $10 shipping. So, you can actually get a set of 4 of these shipped to your house for $60 with an ACL comp stamp. I don't think you could beat that.
You can't, and if any of the bigger bag companies happen to watch this, let's see what you can do compared to these guys.
It would be nice.
For sure.
So as we stated earlier, Underworld Cornhole, it's a small company. It's all ran out of their house. But with that, you get the perks of a small company. The owner, he's pretty readily available online. I see him throwing up comments quite often. Yeah. I actually sent him some private messages. He was quick to respond to me. So that was great. Answered all the questions I had. They do have a Facebook page. I believe it's Underworld Cornhole. And there is a fan group, Underworld Cornhole Bags fan group. I'm sure you can search it out and find it. You'll get a lot of great information on their bags. The people in there, throw them, enjoy them. And if you have any questions for them, they'll be there to answer it also.
So how we broke in these bags, just like it recommended on the website. Just a warm water soak and a no heat tumble dry in the dryer. Wasn't really enough. We really had to throw them quite a bit, but that was recommended. That's the way we like to break in bags because, we're reviewing them. We want them how the manufacturer recommends it. And if there's any warranty issues, we want to make sure we follow the process correctly. That way we can test out their customer service and see what that process looks like.
And you get to review that also.
Right, yeah, and talk to you guys so you know what to expect. So. That's really important to me, so how a company handles issues. But for the most part, that's how you should break them in. Just throw them a lot afterwards to get them where they need to be. They will break in. They're just like any other bag, but those of you who've been, breaking in bags and stuff, sometimes the warm water is just not enough.
Yeah, I think people know that, but...
Yeah. Do it the way they recommend.
So we're going to get right into the baggage here. It's the same series bag, so it has the same slow side, the same fast side. The slow side is actually a herringbone. It's the very common herringbone that you see around. A couple bags. It's on the BG Sorcerer, the BG Wizard, Fallout X. Every company has that. The fast side, it's real fast. They call it a 9.5. It's actually the same fast side as the BG Sorcerer. So this is kind of like a clone of that with different fills, which gets into the different fills. The roll fill, it's a lot lighter than the heavy fill, obviously by the name. Right. So it does play lighter, plays a little bit slower. The heavy bag, it plays pretty true. It's more of the mixed fill, a lot more flat discs, and that's why they call it the heavy fill.
Getting into the template on these, they're very similar, same series. They come out a little bit different when we measure and weigh them, most likely due to the fill. And the roll bag is going to be 5 5/8 in size, pretty standard with most things. And the heavy bag's 5 3/4. So the heavy bag does tend to, stretch out just a little bit more. Maybe it's because more beads in there. When we talk about the weight, the The orange bag, the heavier bag, it's only 2.5 grams. We got 450 grams on pretty much each of the white bags, the roll bags. And the heavier bags came in at 452.3 grams. So very similar, but you can feel it when you're throwing it.
Yeah, and the white bags are puffier too. It's like the roll fill weighs lighter and it's also larger, so it puffs out, which is probably why it's a little bit of a smaller template also.
It does, yeah. The thickness of it, we got 1.3/8 on the roll bag and 1.25 on the heavy bag. So if you like it a little bit thinner, the heavy bag's preferable.
I feel like you'd be surprised too. I mean, we're saying 2 grams, but you can actually feel the lighter difference when you're throwing them side by side.
Absolutely. You would think that, low of a percentage of weight compared to the size of the bag, you wouldn't notice it. But I notice it. I can feel the difference almost immediately between throwing the two bags.
The bagmanship on these bags, small company, same guy sewing them. It's phenomenal. The seams are tight. Like we said, it took a while to break these in. We've been throwing the heck out of them. There's no pulls. The closing seam, it's real small. I don't know if you can see that in the camera, but it's pretty impressive. You could tell that he's really trying, takes pride in his work, and wants to put out a good product for everybody.
Yeah, absolutely. I was taken back by the quality of these bags. I mean, they're competing with the top dogs when you just feel the bag in your hand, look at it, the seams, the quality of the materials, how well they're put together. And again, going back to the price that we talked about earlier, if you're just getting into this, looking for the right, going into professional bags and you don't want to spend a lot until you figure it out, this is a great place to go. All right, getting into the slide up, I want to talk about forgiveness with the bags. You've seen in some of our other videos, forgiveness is kind of something I really pay attention to because I'm just an average thrower. I found them both a little bit forgiving, but did struggle with really both of the bags, especially the roll fill. I can't roll bags. I like to hit it flat and slide. This bag, it just kept cutting on me. No matter how I threw it, it would cut. I wasn't putting enough spin on it, whatever, to control it and slide it in. So I struggled with it. If you do throw a roll bag or you can really control your cut, you're probably going to have a lot better experience than I had with it. But honestly, Craig, that bag's not for me, I don't think.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing is that, throwing these and throwing these and throwing these, I did it a lot out in the driveway by myself or with Cooper. And I mean, I know you did that also. Mm. It's like they played better by yourself, I guess. I don't know. The orange bags, I mean, they seemed real hole friendly to me. I threw them good. But then once we started bringing them around to our, group outings and that, they clogged up quite a bit. And I don't know. I don't have any explanation for that. But I would definitely say that the orange bags, I mean, it's for the average thrower way more than the roll fill is. Mm-hmm. It's got a lot of, disc fill in it. So it's going to be more forgiving than the white ones for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if there's clips of me that we're going to be using throwing these bags in there, but if so, you'll see that I had much better success with the heavy bag, with the mix fill, hitting flat and staying flat. I had trouble with the roll bag of just landing flat on the board. It seemed just like every time I was just a little off, catching a corner. I mean, your mileage is going to vary with these bags, but the roll bag is probably for the more experienced player.
All right, the speed consistency on these bags, it's common materials. They're consistent. Herringbone, we all know about herringbone and that popular fast side. You're not going to lose much speed in human conditions or different board conditions.
Yeah, the white bag is definitely a lot slower. The roll fill, sorry, I just keep calling it the white bag, but it's a lot slower. Probably why I was struggling to throw it and not get that consistent slide towards the hole that I wanted.
But it was still pretty consistent, though.
Oh, consistent. Yeah, I guess you're right. Yeah, consistently slow. I would say though that the fast side is so fast that I struggled a little bit there personally, being consistent with the fast side because I kept wanting to throw it harder. And
I don't think there was any consistency.
No, it goes.
You turn that bag over and thinking, "Oh, I'm gonna push this one in." No,
yeah, you better.
You'll see in the videos. I mean, they were just flying off the back.
Yeah, but that's more me, the thrower, having trouble controlling the speed consistency than the bag itself.
So we want to talk about the shots that these bags are capable of making. They're both capable of making all the shots, not for us. But the roll fill bags, I mean, it's meant to roll. Our friend Karen, she actually, I don't even know what that's called. Like, I don't know. She kind of throws it flat
Vertical?
like that and it spins or whatever. She loves these bags. Like,
Yeah.
these are her favorite bags. She just keeps begging us, well, can I
Yep.
buy them off you? Can I buy them off you? But she hits and it literally just rolls right over everything.
Yeah.
I think one time I have a clip of me accidentally rolling the heavy fill bags, which was by mistake because I tried rolling them again and it never happened. But they're both going to be really good at blocking too, and I think you'll see that, especially the roll fill bags because they're lighter, so you'll be able to stop them. So, I mean, all the capable shots, we're not too worried about that. The heavy fill, it's going to be a hole runner for you, way more than the roll fill bags are.
All right, getting into the hole bodiness, the willingness for these bags to go in the hole. If the board's clean, there's no other bags on there. If you get it near the hole, they're going to drip in. They do a great job of getting in the hole.
Probably the heavy fill a little bit more because it's floppier. You know, it could catch and go in.
Yep. Yeah, I did throw a few to where, you catch that one that swings around the back and, drops in. With that said, they plug the hole.
I know.
When they come in contact with themselves or other bags, they just tend to just stay there.
And we have a lot of footage of it for some reason. And we were winging them, too, to try to do something. But they were just plugging a hole for some reason.
Yeah, so maybe that's part of the break-in. Maybe we're not fully broken in because we only did the hot water soak. And, maybe that'll improve. Maybe we'll come back to this video if that's the case with these bags. But just keep that in mind.
Now it's time for the final thoughts. Overall score for these bags. I scored them a 2.5 bagger. Then I thought about it. I'm going to bump it up to a 3 bagger just because of the price. I mean, you can't beat that price. $60 for a set of ACL stamped bags. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Yep. 100% agree. I'm in the exact same spot. 2.5 is kind of where I landed with them. They're not really, bags for me that I like to throw. But for the price that, the quality that you're getting, 100%. These are great bags in my opinion. I'm going to buy my son a bag because he's constantly bugging me to buy new bags and stuff. This is a great way to, do something like that if you want to buy a bag for gifts and stuff without spending a ton and still give somebody a quality product.
Yeah, because of the materials. I mean, you're getting the same exact materials of bags that you're going to pay $120 for. And I mean, they're the same material, so you just can't go wrong with that.
Last but not least, worth the cost? Absolutely. We've said it all throughout this video. The quality that you're getting for the price, 100% worth the cost. Take a look at some of their other offerings, which I'm going to do next because I know they got a bag that is for me. 100% worth the cost.
Yeah, and I mean, if you've never tried out a herringbone, for that price, you may as well just purchase some, give them a try.
I mean, really any material that they offer for that matter.
That is true, yeah, because all the bags on the website are the same price,
right,
too.
Yeah, so if you're exploring, what material is what you like, this is a good stop for you.
It is, yeah. Pay cheap to find out if you like the material or not.
Absolutely. We do want to bring up some points of our friends throwing these bags and what they thought and, what they experienced. All of us throw different. Every Tuesday nights we get together and we, throw the bags that we're reviewing. As we mentioned earlier, Karen, our roll bag player, she threw them great.
Tumble bag.
Tumble bag.
That's the word I was looking for.
She loves them. They're out of all the bags that we've had her throw, these are her favorite so far.
And then Danny.
Yeah, Danny. I mean, Danny, he's got a nice straight flat throw, but not a lot of spin. But he was kicking everybody's butt with the roll bag actually. Yeah, he's not a roll bag player, but he was having great success with that. And maybe that was my problem. I kept thinking I needed to spin it harder to not get that cut and kick that I wasn't looking for. And maybe I was just doing it wrong. Danny figured it out.
Yeah,
and, his slow spin
possible.
actually came.
He was on target, yeah.
I don't think I saw him throw the heavy bags, so not sure how he did with those in comparison to the way he was throwing the roll bags.
Plus, I think the roll bag, because if you feel these bags, it's not like little tiny beads. They're kind of big beads, like old school Game Changers or something.
Yeah, that's what it feels like, yeah.
So beads like that take longer to settle. So if he throws it, if you throw and you're spinning it, they're stretching out to the ends. If he's throwing it and it's not settling, it's going to hit. And then if anything catches the hole, all those beads are just going to tumble down, and maybe that was helping him.
I'm actually excited to try them again just to see slow my spin down, and maybe that was my problem. Yeah. So cool. Well, other than that, I think that's all we got on these.
It is, yep.
Yeah. So like we like to say, you're going to be average at something. Might as well be cornhole.
Take care now.